every economic system produces a remainder of value and energy. The question is, will this remainder be represented as debt or as generosity? Put more forcefully, will the engine of our economy run on the power of greed and death, or on the love of life? Is it work that makes energy, or is it play? Energy as work implies that effort is required, and that something, entropy perhaps, is used up or wasted. It is as if movement were here conceived of as a chore and an obligation. But isn't life more than the mere task of survival? Joy and happiness are also ends of life. Movement and growth are not necessities. We could choose not to live, and perhaps we are alone as animals, aside from whales, in this capacity. That is, the capacity for suicide. We live, that is, we choose life for the joy of its creative expression, because we want to, not because we need to. So it is not that life requires energy, but that in living playfully, life becomes energetic and intrinsically creative. Energy is related to the psychology of will. Whether we conceive of energy as effort or as freedom will determine whether or not we experience the will, that is, our own existence as a noetic identity. Is experienced on the personal level as guilt and shame, or as confidence and power, depending on your relative position in the system of buying and selling. An economic system based on play and gift-giving could sustain itself indefinitely, so long as profit and interest were avoided. The excess energy produced by economic activity must be released through gift-giving and play, rather than hoarded and converted into debt. When the latter occurs, it is not selfishness that eventually destroys society, but the collective guilt we feel for having so distorted the innocent simplicity of our true relationship to one another as human beings.